Hey everyone, this is Social Dissonance, also known as Shepard, and I'm going to start taking apart these 6-star quests one at a time. Now, it's been, I don't know, maybe 3 months, 4 months since I last updated this, and I finally got some time today, so I figured I'd just start doing the quests one at a time. In any case, first up is the Rathalos and Rathian 6-star quest. To start that, I'm just going to show off my equipment real quick. I actually got the idea for this set from a GameFAQs tutorial. Let me see if I can find the name real quick. The person that wrote this was the Technomancer. He just suggested a mix of Diablos and baggy parts, which usually I don't bother to do because I prefer to have earplugs against these guys. But I figure because this is such a high-powered weapon, critical draw is going to be better than anything else. So it's critical draw and focus, especially for the Rathian. I mean, anytime she's about to roar, I'll probably flinch her out of a roar just through super pounding her in the face. Of course, after beating the Sea Deus, I was able to put together Cha-Cha's bomber set. So it's the false feline mask, plus I gave him some books, I gave him Bombardier. So he's got Bombardier and earplugs. Should be a pretty decent combination. Now, I forget where they start. Hopefully they show up in Area 5 relatively quickly. At least one of them, so I can hit them with bombs. That's the real hope. It's interesting how the draw unsheath attack doesn't kill these guys immediately. I really think it would. Jeff is already getting excited, pulling out large barrel bombs. Now, I actually had started and completed all the quests for this quite some time ago. However, I wasn't entirely satisfied with my times, and I was busy with the podcast to actually redo them and edit them in a way that I was really happy with. So hopefully now things will be a little bit smoother. Oh hey, I see a shadow. She's going to be confused. Okay, I'll at least get this off. Nope, and I did not evade out of that at all. She might charge me. That's okay. Well, it's better that the Rathian showed up first than the Rathalos. Because with any luck, I'll be able to kill her within a couple minutes. That was a fair... Oh, that is him landing. Fortunately, I brought dung bombs. And they went straight through his legs. No! Okay. Also important is, of course, to get some paintballs on. I'm surprised that didn't hit it. That was so close. His attack may have actually hit her in the tail and caused her to punch. That's interesting. Okay, there we go. He's running away. No, he's not. He's doing his fly around the world attack. It's terribly annoying. Hopefully she'll turn around so I can get it in her face. Around and around. You'll almost always get a flinch off. Not that I've extensively tested it, but I mean just by sheer probability. Now this really does make things a lot more complicated than I'm normally used to. It's always worth it to flinch him out of the air. Almost always worth it to flinch him out of the air so long as you're almost positive you're not going to get hit in the process. Clearly that did not happen. No! The only The only side benefit, of course, is that they will occasionally hit each other with fireballs. Okay, she should be leaving now. The trick is just to find out what direction she's going in. Probably, she might be ready to eat already. I didn't even notice how quickly Cha-Cha died. I'm assuming very quickly. Go ahead and take this gas juice. Not that it's really needed, but it'll help catching up to her. That way I don't have to worry about charging for too long either. I always like to get that one little extra pound at the end there. Only because it's a lot of extra damage. I mean, the first pound does significantly more damage than the second. And plus, I've got a pretty decent element on this weapon. So that helps as well. Well, she's in rage mode, so she should flip twice. So don't get tricked by her. Oh! She actually had me like exactly in the right position with that. Yeah, I don't know what the Rathalos is doing. He's just like confused, showing out in the back of him. If it hit her head, I think it might have knocked her out. Okay, so by some insane stroke of luck, you just completely ignored us there. You can see how helpful earplugs would have been. Yeah. Hopefully she'll shoot a fireball. Yeah, we should be able to hit it this time. And there's a lot of people that prefer to do that triple check, the double check once they get out of that. Especially for an elemental weapon, that is probably better. I don't really have any good excuse for not using it there. See, I never have any luck flashing them before they run away. I don't really know what the deal with that is. I think they might be immune to flashes as they're doing their leaving the zone animation. In any case, I should be able to trap her, no problem. Oh, hey, thanks for the heal, Treasure. Okay, I probably don't need to sharpen, because the green sharpness on this is absolutely insane, but better now than later, and regretting that I didn't do it. Oh, and he's flying right back to where the Rathian was. I might actually be able to get a trap underneath him. Not sure if I want to do that or not. I guess I might as well. Good job, Cha-Cha. He might run straight into that trap. Just gonna jump back and fireball. That's right, he always does that. He's gonna fall straight in. I hope he does. Sure. Come on, dude. Get out of the air. Great. Right, the timing for this is hard. Oh, that was horrible. Oh, worst pitfall trap ever. That's okay. The Rathian just disappeared. Well, the best hope is just to flash bomb him out of the air. If you ever want him to sit still again. Well, I wanted that to be an upswing. Didn't go as intended. It's a lot easier to hit it when he's coming down from this attack here. And really the only time you can get a reliable triple pound off is when he growls, which fortunately is pretty often. Certainly a lot more than Rathian. Yes. Great. So he is knocked out. He seems a little bit more wiggly when he's knocked out than Rathian is. I might get hit by that. Nope, just barely out of range. I'm gonna hire you out as like an exterminator, Rathalos. You take out all the bugs showing out near my house. Brought plenty of materials for flash bombs, so I'm going to go ahead and start using those a little more liberally. Well, that was a good bombing, Cha-Cha. It's like really impressive. He like ran directly underneath him when he needed to. Oh, he's exhausted. Double check to see where his shadow goes, but he'll probably just go into this area right here and try to eat. And while he's doing that, we should be able to get him in a shock trap. Or it'll be the next area over. And I guess my real goal is just to try and get this under 20 minutes a mission? That seems reasonable. Well, that should still work out to my advantage. It's still in the trap. He'll probably get knocked out by the end of it anyways. Just Gotta be careful of Cha-Cha there. Does it make his bomb? We're aping off. Oh, Cha-Cha, no! No! All blinded. Now, the smart thing to do would be hitting the paintball now as well. Flies away, it's going to be hard to find him. Be careful in the direction the shadow goes. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten flinched more by Cha-Cha's bombs there. Probably going to get out of it almost immediately, but we should still be able to trap him in time. No, no, no! No, no, no! Oh! I've got 2 minutes to kill him. That's okay. I can do that. There we go. I mean, remember that critical draw works on all hits from that effect. It's like almost not even fair. Well, that should be his last rage mode before he dies. Laying another one of those on his head. Yes! Alright. 18 minutes and 25 seconds. That is acceptable. That was an amazing way to end the class. You know, that might be a better strategy in general with this specific weapon against Rathalos when he's on the ground. Just trying to get off the whirlwind move. Well, I think that'll be pretty much it for this update. Again, I'm going to be going through them one at a time. I don't want to spend too much time going through editing these things, but I think, you know, by the end of, let's say, June, they'll all be up. At least 1 or 2 a week should be sufficient. A lot of Rathian stuff, some Rathalos stuff. You know, I think I actually need that. In fact, let me demonstrate what I can do now that I have a +5 tremor resistance charm. If you want to sit around and stare at the screen for a little bit longer. So this set is actually really close to having all 3 active skills. Let's see here. Can I do it? No. I guess not. If you had a weapon with 2 slots in it, that would work. Otherwise, just continue using whatever critical draw charm you have. See, I'm like 1 slot away from being able to fit in trauma resistance. Okay. So until next time, this is Social Dissonance, also known as Shepard, saying good luck and have a good hunt.